Oh, yes, we are live now, finally, with Normani. Hey, girl, how are you?
Hey, girl, hey.
I'm Crystal from the JV show, and something totally embarrassing happened. So I was driving on my way here for this interview, and I like to do my makeup with natural light. So I parked right in front, right here in our alleyway in front of a dumpster.
And I actually saw you.
And I see Normani and our boss and a whole bunch of people walking, and I'm like, hi, like right in front of the dumpster.
It's okay,
you know,
girl. I encourage you.
beating
Beat
my
your
face.
Beat that face.
But anyways,
it's a really pretty natural beat.
Thank you.
Lashes on fleek.
Oh, thank you. You know
I need
that lash
I need to
boost.
get a refill.
Oh, these are real.
What?
Yes. I
Wow.
use, you know those serums that they talk about? Like,
Those are your real lashes.
it works. Those serums work. It's expensive,
Wait,
but
can
it
you
works.
tell me?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll tell you.
I need it.
I got you. I got
See,
you.
I got the false ones on right now.
Well, we're so happy that you're here in San Francisco on Facebook Live. There's a lot of people watching right now on Twitter too. So we're going to talk about your latest music. We're going to talk about your possible album that you're working on, your music, pretty much you.
All the exciting stuff.
All the exciting stuff. You have a single out right now with Khalid. I've seen it has like over 155 million streams.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
30 million views on YouTube. I love the music video.
Most of them are my grandmother.
Aw, she's like clicking. Yeah, I love the music video. So it starts off like you're like in a car, like texting a guy, like
Right.
kind of like a booty call situation, I'd say.
But the fun part is we're never together.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing. Like, he sees me from his podium downstairs because he's kind of like the valet. And then I go upstairs and I give him like this peep show through the window. But there's never a moment where he comes and enters the room, which I feel it kind of keeps the mystery.
I think I didn't even realize that. Like,
Yeah.
I just watching the video.
You would think or expect him
Yeah.
to like come in the room, and then you can obviously imagine what would happen then. But yeah, we wanted to keep that.
That's
open.
true. Nothing really goes down. Great
Nothing
example
goes
for
down.
our ladies. You know, nothing actually has to go down. You can still be sexy and
Exactly.
cute and do your thing, but
They
nothing
can-
actually
they
has
can
to
look.
go down.
They can look, but they don't have to touch.
No, thank
Yeah.
you. But my question for you is, I know you travel everywhere. Do you have like those like phone numbers that if like, okay, I might be going to this city soon, like I'll maybe hit this dude. I know this guy, I saw him on Instagram. He's
Girl,
cute.
you mean like a roster?
Kind of, yeah. Do you have like your like roster? I don't know.
Honestly, no.
Good. You don't need one.
No, I feel like, I mean, 22, I feel like I should have more fun, you know? But I'm obviously really focused at the same time. I'm boring.
Oh, you're just like a homebody.
Yeah, if it doesn't present itself, I won't be the one to like initiate it.
Oh, that's good.
I'm actually really awkward when it comes to relationships.
Oh no, we can't tell from that. But so can you talk about what the song "Love Lies" is about?
Yeah, Love Lies is really a record that kind of just fell into our laps. We didn't necessarily know what we wanted it to even be about or what we wanted the sound to sound like, considering like I consider myself as a new artist. So just figuring out what that sound is and what I want to talk about. Khalid obviously already being established, but it was just a really dope record, and it happened so quickly. The second that we had the sunrise lyric, like underneath the sunrise, the whole song kind of orchestrated itself.
So
Yeah.
cool. We do play it here on Wild. I love hearing it.
Thank you.
So, and I'm talking about your album. You're working on an album right now. You are signed to RCA Records, and I hear that you're gonna be working with Missy Elliott.
Hell yeah.
Like, she's legend. Like,
No,
hello. Like, are you kidding me?
Can you do it one more time? No.
Yeah. Like,
Iconic.
yeah. So, what do you expect, like, to come out of this working with her, and like, what do you hope to learn from her and like gain?
Honestly, just I can't wait to be in the room with her as an artist, but also just as a student. Like, I want to absorb every ounce of greatness that she has to offer to me, and I'm just excited to also get into the room because I obviously have a vision of what I want my album to sound like, you know, the artwork and everything, but I feel like there's gonna come a time where I'm in the studio with Missy and she's gonna trigger or inspire me in a totally different way that maybe, I never necessarily even thought that I would be into this. So I'm hoping that I get in with her and she just kind of influences or triggers something totally unexpected.
Yeah, and I haven't heard of like Missy Elliott taking too many people under her wing.
No, it
so I'm
doesn't.
just
That's what
telling
I'm
you,
saying.
like, this is so
not every day.
crazy and huge that you're gonna be working with her because
No,
that just
it's
says a
not
lot
every
about
day.
you.
And honestly, my favorite artist growing up and what made me fall in love with music, Missy Elliott, Aaliyah, tweet. Like, I'm very into like 90s R&B,
Yeah.
which I like to call the Missy era.
Yeah, of course.
I
yeah.
mean,
Y'all familiar family.
yeah, we should damn near call it the Missy era for sure. But I'm just excited to learn from her.
So you've been working a lot on your album. Do you have maybe like a set date yet, or like around this time, summer?
I would
fall?
say like probably end or the beginning of next year.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah. So
Yeah.
still kind of in the process of figuring out, sound, but I have some really amazing records thus far. I'm excited about for sure.
What are you talking about?
Collaborations coming up too.
You can't say anything about who yet.
I get in trouble.
Okay,
And they're
fine.
all honestly sitting to the left of me.
Yeah, I know. My
Yes.
bad. What about people who you've met? Like, let's say, you grew up and they're like, oh man, I always love this person. Was there anyone that you've met that really, set the bar high, or the hype that you had for them? They really set that.
Honestly, B.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I met her at the I met her at the Rock Nation brunch. And I felt in my spirit. I was like, I feel like something big is going to happen. And I always knew, like, okay, there's going to come a time. So I would literally think out the situation, like how I wanted it to happen, what she would say, the response that I would give back. And she just exceeded my expectation. Like, she is a walking angel for sure. And anytime she walks into the room, like, you know that she's there. She has such presence. And she literally, like, has a halo around her. I don't know. It's just an energy. And she's so sweet.
Did you guys get to like go a deep dive, or was
Oh,
it
girl,
like
it was
brief?
a 7-minute conversation.
Okay, that's more than like anyone here has had. So I mean, that's
like a whole 7-minute conversation. Yeah, we just because I live in Houston, Texas. I moved after the hurricane in 2005. I moved when I was like 9 years old. So I just kind of told her about that transition, and she was just saying how proud of me that she was, and just wishing me the best with everything.
So cool.
And that's as great as it gets. Like, that's my inspiration. Anybody and their mom knows B is the one.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah.
You said you moved because of the hurricane, right? Your family got really affected by that?
Yeah, we actually did. Luckily, not as much as, obviously the rest of the city was, as you saw, I'm sure, on television. But we were very, very fortunate. Our family was safe, but we never went back. And for me, being so young, literally picking up and that being all I know, and having to start all over, having to go to a whole nother school. I already had my best friends that we literally grew up together, like on the same street. We were next door neighbors. So that was definitely an adjustment for me.
So it's cool that you still rep like both, like Houston.
No, for sure. I mean, I've been in Houston longer than I had been in New Orleans, but that's my roots.
Yeah.
That's where all my family's from. So no matter where I am, I'm still in the heart of New Orleans, Louisiana.
That's so cool. Yeah, Queen Bee's from there. And artists that you support. Do you think that you'd be able to support an artist that you maybe don't agree with, like either their character or their values or like what they stand for, but you still like their music or their art?
I mean, I think that you have to be able to separate the two. Sometimes it can get hard depending on what the situation may be, but talent is talent at the end of the day.
Yeah, and if you bop to something, you bop to something.
If you
like, you can't stop that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. And I was like stalking your Instagram, of course, and I noticed that like you
I
have
need to
a
post
short.
something.
Okay.
I know it's a little weak right now.
No, I'm not saying it's weak. There's just like not that many posts. Like because I have like 700 posts, and like I know other people have like thousands of posts. Do you don't delete, or you just don't post a lot?
I just don't post a lot. I think way too much about it. Like for me, it's almost like a portfolio. So I take it kind of seriously, and then like the aesthetic of it, and I'm just like, I'm hard on myself. What girl isn't?
No, the Instagram game has changed. Like people have all patterns now on their page, like color.
And I go with that vibe. Like if I feel like it doesn't fit the aesthetic or like the vibe, I just rather not. But the fans get so mad at me
that you don't post.
Oh my gosh, it was funny. I saw on Twitter they were like Normani's last post. I thought there was something wrong with my phone, but it was a blank picture. And I just kept pressing it, and I was like, wait, what? Is there something wrong with my phone? But their point was, I don't post.
Oh, like it was like a meme. They're like making fun of you.
Yeah, they were making fun of me.
So you've been to the Bay before. Like, is there anything that like has happened here in the Bay that stands out to you, or like the people from the Bay?
Honestly, I think it's the energy. Yeah, every time we have a show or have had a show out here, me coming with the girls, like I just feel like it's always lit.
Yes,
and I just ate at a really great restaurant too.
Where'd you go?
What was it called? Margot's.
Oh, I don't think I've even been there.
It was fancy, but it was really good. The salad was bomb.
Okay, I'll tell my
Had
boss to
some
take
good
me.
shrimp.
Hey, yes. Thanks so much for coming. We can't wait. Do you have like maybe I know you're working on your album still, but do you have like tour ideas or like maybe going with someone or
Definitely in the works. I'm actually going to be performing with Khalid tomorrow and on Sunday. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes. Okay. Well, we cannot wait to watch that. And thanks so much for stopping by again. I'm
Thank
Crystal
you.
from the JV Show. This is NORMANI, and we'll see you guys later.
I forgot the